Hi there and welcome back to the Car Advice Garage for the first news update of 2017. Hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year. Let's take a look at what's been making headlines this week. Coming up, calls to ditch the luxury car tax, the 2018 Ford Mustang facelift revealed, and LEXUS hits the water. First up though, details of 3 special edition Holden Commodores have been released. After 38 years in production and more than 3 million cars sold, the curtain is closing on the Holden Commodore. But it's going out with a bang with 3 special editions announced: the Motorsport Sedan, Director Sedan and Magnum Ute. Just 1,200 Motorsports will be built, 360 Directors and 240 Magnums, with production set to get underway mid-year, and they are expected to sell out almost immediately. We've driven them all at Phillip Island. You can check it out in detail on the website. Meantime, the end of an era is nigh. Holden has confirmed the date it will shut down production at its Elizabeth plant outside of Adelaide. October 20 of this year is the final day, and between now and then, more than 30,000 Commodore, Caprice and Utes will be built. The federal government is being called upon to ditch both the luxury car tax and the 5% import duty on some vehicles. The Federal Chamber of Automotive Industries says the government's current position on the tariff is foolish. Pulling no punches, the FCAI says the luxury car tax has long been a thorn in the industry's side and is devoid of merit. After all, these measures were established to protect local jobs, and with the end of local manufacturing, the key reason for import tariffs disappears with it. Check out the facelifted 2018 Ford Mustang. Plenty of changes here. Up front, a wider grille, new stepped LED headlight design and a re-sculpted bonnet with new vents. At the rear, the tail lamps are more C-shaped now. There's a blacked out diffuser insert and a new wing for the GT model. Inside, a 12-inch screen, fully digital instrument cluster. The 6-speed auto has been swapped out for a 10-speed for quicker shifts and launches. It's got a new active valve exhaust system too. New safety features will be available like lane departure, pre-collision assist and pedestrian detection. It'll launch in Australia next year, though there's no word yet on engine outputs, but we'll keep you up to date as information becomes available. The 2017 Suzuki Ignis launched during the week, marking the return of the nameplate. It's the size of a microcar and has a ground clearance of a small SUV, making it an unusual addition to the market. Suzuki Australia says it's interested in a hotted up version of the baby SUV, given the success of the Vitara Turbo, and is also keen on importing the all-wheel drive version later this year, though that's yet to be confirmed. Still with Suzuki, and good news now, the company has confirmed it has no plans to soften up the Jimny Sierra. A new gen of the little off-roader has been confirmed, though it could be a year or 2 away yet. The ladder frame, construction, off-road suspension and low-range gearing will remain, but expect to see more safety equipment, strong retro styling and maybe even a downsized booster jet turbo engine. While we wait for the new one, potentially in 2018, Suzuki Australia can only supply 100 units a year of the current model because it doesn't have side airbags, something that will change with the new gen. Toyota is set to launch the updated 2018 PRIUS C in Australia later this year, revealed in the US earlier this week. The styling and safety update includes sporty-looking side skirts, new rear bumper design, blacked-out rear spoiler and new alloy wheels. The new safety system is expected to be standard on the high-spec model and will include autonomous emergency braking and lane departure warning. Inside, a new media system, but not expecting any change to the existing 1.5-litre petrol-electric hybrid drivetrain. The impressive-looking 2018 Kia Stinger GT made its local debut at the Australian Open tennis tournament in Melbourne this week. The large, sporty rear-wheel drive liftback will officially arrive here later this year, and though we've been given a good look at the exterior of the pre-production sample, the windows have been blacked out to hide the interior. We do know though that the top-spec GT will have a 3.3-litre twin-turbo V6. Kia ambassador and 14-time Grand Slam champion Rafael Nadal officially unveiled the Stinger, and the all-new Kia Rio also made its local debut at the Australian Open. Well, if you thought the old Lexus SC430 was a little boat-like, you'll love this. LEXUS has unveiled a sport yacht concept in Florida. The one-off creation has 2 5-litre V8 engines from the RCF, GSF and LC500 Coupe, and it has a bow thruster with joystick control. LEXUS used the same carbon fibre reinforced plastic that's found on the LFA supercar, making the vessel up to 1 tonne lighter than similar-sized premium yachts made from fiberglass. LEXUS says the concept allowed it to explore how its design language could be applied to a maritime theme, and says there are no plans for it to go into production. I will be back with another hit of headlines next week. Until then, every time you get behind the wheel, relax and enjoy the drive.